Hey y'all, so as you know, your girl is a third year doctoral student, and I just wanted to kind of vent to y'all today on how the dissertation process just sucks. Oh my gosh. But before I get into this thing, y'all be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hey y'all, need funds for college? If you want to know how you can get free money for college, click the link in my comment box below so that you can get my free funds for college guide. See you there. So if you're new to my channel, I am a third year doctoral student. I actually started August 2020, right in like the middle of COVID. And I've been successful in getting through all of my coursework. So I am actually at the dissertation phase. And what that means is that your girl is ABD. So I'm all but dissertation. Literally everything is finished except for the dissertation. And I have written chapters 1 through 3. But now my chair kind of has me going back over each chapter again to make sure it all looks good before I submit it to my dissertation committee so that I can be approved for my pre-proposal defense. Right now, I am going back through chapter 1, y'all, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like I feel like I have looked at this thing a million times, y'all, and we had a meeting about 2 weeks ago, and he was like, let's have a meeting every 2 weeks so that we can kind of, look at each chapter bit by bit and the things that I want you to change. Y'all, when I tell you in that meeting, I know he could feel my just irritation because I just seriously wanted to just click off the meeting. I just was like, you know what, that's enough. We'll pick this up at another time. When I tell you, I got like 3 whole pages of notes to kind of go back through and change this, fix this, make sure this says this. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, and then at the end of the meeting, he says, now that you have, just those small changes to make, they should be done by XYZ and then we'll pick up again. I was like, small? Like, I got 3 whole pages on the legal pad here of things for me to change that ain't small. So I'm just like, oh my gosh. I feel like I'm at that point where like, I just want to be done. Like, this is a lot for me and I just want it to be over. I almost feel like I'm like stuck. I feel like I was just getting stuck because it was just hard for me to even want to look at them 3 pages of notes and do the changes. Like, I was just like, oh girl. Like, I really didn't even get started on the changes until this week because last week I just was like, I just felt like I just did not have the motivation to do it because I knew that it was just so much. So Wednesday, your girl went in and I finished most of the changes, but I'm at the point where he really wants to make sure that I am finding the gap within my study, right? Because that's what makes your dissertation so special, is that this thing hasn't been studied before or there's not a lot of research on it. So I was finally able to find that. But once I found it, I was like, do that mean I gotta write more or I gotta change more? Like, I don't wanna do that. And oh Lord, I'm just kind of at the point where it's like, I know I can do this, but it's just, getting that gas, so to speak, to keep going because we year 3 and I want to be done, by 2024. That's of course my goal. Listen, if I could be done this semester, I would definitely take that too, but that's unrealistic. But I'm just like, I want to be done. So right now I am at like that 2-week mark for us to meet again. And he emailed me, it was yesterday actually. He's like, hey, how are things going? Blah, blah, blah. And that's when I kind of, provided him with the updates. Hey, I found the, gap in my study. Does this mean I have to write more? XYZ. And he really couldn't answer that question, which, I figured that. But it's also just like, I haven't quite finished, the edits for my chapter 1. So that's really what I'm going to be doing for the next few days. And, I just feel like I just have to find like that motivation to just make sure that I'm sticking to the plan, that I don't get overwhelmed, because it is so easy to get overwhelmed in this process. And I definitely felt that for the first time this week. I actually understand now why, it takes people, like 10 years to finish this thing, because once you get into the dissertation part, like, you're really on your own timeline. There's no deadline, so to speak, hard deadlines, that need to be in unless like you set them. And I'm just at that point where I'm making sure that I'm setting those hard deadlines for myself. But I want to know, listen, if you are in this dissertation process with your girl, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know some of the roadblocks that you are running into. What's easy for you? What's hard for you? Give us just a little encouragement, because I feel like your girl needs all the encouragement right now. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know. And if you want to know more just about my college journey or other questions that you have about college, be sure to click this playlist here. Bye.